see the historical overview. So in 1940 to 1950 it is invented and major boost due to critical production. So it was the Second World War. In that the inventions, many inventions are carried out. We generally says na it is a war situation. So in war really the inventions are carried out, right? So people wanted it to have some automation kind of things, so that some system should run by themselves, and likewise situation. And after that, or during that war situation, the automation concept have, we can say, invented or started, right? Now pneumatic instrumentation again invented in that duration only. So development of PID control algorithm also developed in that particular duration. 50s to 70s, what had happened? Further development in numerical instrumentation instruments has carried out, and introduction to electronic instruments also have started. 50 to 70, classical control theory development has been taken place, responsible for analysis, synthesis and design aspect of the linear control system, that has been started, right? Development of the pneumatic transmitter, they have developed pneumatic systems developed. Afterwards the transmitters, pneumatic transmitters they have developed, and resultant in remote mounting of the controllers. What had happened due to those transmitters? Remote mounting of the controllers has started, means the concept of control room also has started, right? So keep control room away from, we can say, the hazardous situation or the industry. That concept have been developed and started. So away from the plant area, they have started developing the control room after development of the pneumatic transmitters, because data can be now transmitted to the distance. 50 to 70 duration only, introduction of the electronic instrumentations or instruments and multi-core cables also. So through multi-core cables we could able to transmit data, that has also started, responsible for what is this miniaturization, miniaturization? I will see the concept. Okay, I don't know exactly what is that. Space saving and high speed for processing transmission have started. Maybe there is some spelling mistake, huh? So in short, multi-core cables invented, so remote transmission of the data as well as the speed of what speed, real time, whether it is transmitting and not. These things have started in 50 to 70s. Okay, plant wide control area, panel based pneumatic systems 40 to 80, panel based electronic systems 60 to 90s, direct digital control systems early of 80s it has invented, right? And early 80s. And generally nowadays also building automation, people are using DDC, right? Some of you might have known this. Panel based system with SLPC. SLPC is what? Single loop programmable controller. This concept we have seen, I think, in the PDC, right? SLPC and MLPC, multi-loop programmable controllers. So they are invented. These are panel-based controllers, right? So SLPC, basically what it is doing, it is controlling one loop. You can call this PID, hard PIDs you must have seen in our laboratories. Like that. So hard PID is also doing the same. We can't call hard PID as SLPC, but similar kind of controller is SLPC actually. Okay, and programmable logic controller, PLC with or without supervisory controller. Mid-80s PLC have developed, and supervisory controllers or computers also developed. In SCADA invention, the starting of the SCADA is also in the mid-80s. But in those days, the PLC and this SCADAs are designed by the different companies actually, right? So the companies which are designing the SCADA or developing the application in SCADA, those are basically the software companies. And hardware companies, the PLC hardware is designed by some other companies, we can say. So in mid 80s that has started, but they are not having proper coordination amongst themselves. So those SCADAs or supervisory computers are not that properly working in those days. Supervisory control and data acquisition system, full-fledged, we are generally calling that as a SCADA, is developed in mid of 80s or after 80s. And at the same time, we can say DCS is also implemented, or they have started the system similar to the distributed control system available nowadays. Other dedicated function control systems are also designed. Emergency shutdown system is developed. Fire gas systems are get developed. Integration of these various systems in leading to the unified control system. We can say milestone. What when these systems came in the India? If you talk of the India perspective, so in 60s pneumatic system have came. Taylor, Bells, IL, these are the companies for that. Okay, Rosemount is what? Rosemount is the company. We can say Emerson. They are working with Emerson. Okay, the name of the instruments or company preparing the Emerson instrument, that is the name is Rosemount, right? So electronic transmitters are developed by Rosemount nowadays also, and they have started in India to develop such a transmitters in 1980s. Bell Taylor microprocessor based controllers are started developed in 1980s, and late 80s DCS like Honeywell DCS PKS systems, we are generally calling as process knowledge systems, are being developed by the in late 80s in the India. Siemens again late 80s, and AB, they have taken the PLC over here. Advanced controllers by ABB or Taylor in late 80s, and Serlatec, KLG, SCADA systems are came in the 1980s. Okay, so that time ABB was not developing the SCADA. Okay. Okay, let it be about the processes. You are well known about this. Okay, need of automation we already have seen. We have to increase the speed. Because of human being, it is not possible to develop the product with speed. So increase the speed of operation because of automation, and that is the need also and advantage also. Reduce the startup time for the process. Initialization takes few times, because to initialize the process, if you do it by manually, it will take more time. Increase the quality of product. If you are taking all decisions on time without wasting time, right, it will be the quality of product definitely will increase as far as process instrumentation is concerned. So automation is, we can say, very helpful here to increase the quality of product also. And as rightly and already mentioned, human safety, right? We are keeping human being in the safe environment in the control room, and hazardous, disastrous environment, human being won't be interfaced with. Okay, how evolution have taken place in the control strategies? Previously, it was manual, right? Later on, people started using the hardwired relays. आपले जे electromagnetic relay is one of the hardwired relay, right? So people are connecting relays with each other and developing some logic. Those hardwired relays are later on replaced by electronic controllers, some processor or controllers. 89C51 is the one of the controller, we can say. Such kind of controllers are being used. Later on, microprocessors and microcontrollers based systems started developing. Nowadays also people are developing the system, but in industries, PLC based systems are more popular nowadays, right, for the industries. So this is all about the evolution of control strategy in the industry. Okay, so later on PLC have taken the handover of it. Means we also can say the hardwired relay logic, similar logic we are writing in the algorithm of PLC as far as the ladder logic language is concerned. And again, in evolution, DCS is also invented. Nowadays, PLC and DCS are parallelly working in the industrial automation. Okay, how the evolution? Development of the replace relay in the late 60s. Cost dropped and becomes popular. It is about the PLC. Huh? Okay, in late 60s, what had happened? Hardwired relay logic was replaced by PLCs. But at that time, cost was very high. In 80s, cost is dropped down. Popularity is increased and cost has come down. now used in the many industries and which is very popular nowadays. Okay.